So, looking at what we're going to cover today. So, this session is an update session. So, rather than go through all intricate areas of law, I'll be delivering an update on 5 case updates. I'll then be looking at some legislative change. And finally, I'll be doing some horizon scanning. So, looking at what might come about in the future as a result of some campaigning and some research. The next statutory change or potential change I want to talk about is the Protection from Redundancy, Pregnancy and Family Leave Bill of 2022 to 2023. This is a private member's bill that has been backed by the government, which plans to extend special protection in redundancy situations. So you'll know that currently employees absent on maternity leave, as well as adoption leave and shared parental leave, are afforded special protection in redundancy situations. This is known as the Reg 10 right. So the law provides that in the case of, for example, someone on maternity leave, during that period of maternity leave, they effectively sort of jump to the front of the queue in respect of any alternative roles to avoid their redundancy. Now, the bill itself doesn't change this law, but it allows for regulations to be made which extend that protection. Now, it will extend it so that it applies from the moment at which an individual notifies the employer of their pregnancy, and then throughout the pregnancy itself, throughout the maternity leave, and also for 6 months on return. So you can see that is a much longer period whereby that individual will be protected under these regulations. Now, as I say, this will also apply to individuals on adoption leave and on shared parental leave, but it remains to be seen exactly how it is proposed that would work in practice. So I suppose watch this space in that respect. The next slide talks about a campaign that Pregnant Then Screwed have initiated. Now, you can't have missed Pregnant Then Screwed if you are interested in this particular area of law. They've done a huge amount of work campaigning for reform in this area, particularly during the pandemic. So one of their current campaigns relates to the time period for bringing pregnancy and maternity discrimination claims, and is called the Give Me 6 campaign. So you'll remember that time limits was one of the issues we talked about in our case updates. So as you know, that time limit is currently 3 months from the date of a discriminatory act or omission, so 3 months less a day. Pregnant Then Screwed are campaigning to increase this to 6 months on the basis that that 3 month period is when people who are pregnant or on maternity leave are at their most vulnerable. They're either pregnant or they've got an infant at home, and the 3 month period just does not allow them sufficient time. Also, the sort of stress of trying to deal with that could adversely affect their ability to bond with their child or their mental health. So this campaign is certainly one that's got traction. It's been running for over a year. It's got something like 57,000, I think, or more signatures. I think 100 of those are MPs. So it's got some weight behind it.